Hello, everyone. So, all day long, my ancestors have been in my ear about making a video about everything, about what I'm going through right now, even though it's against my best judgment. But I realize I'm not the only person. And like I said in my last video, it is not about you all the time, right? So, what they want me to share is the fact that I think it was either like the end of May or the beginning of June that they were telling me to put on gospel music for like 42 days. And at first I was just like, they was like, stop playing anything else that isn't inspirational, which I have one power list. It's not that great, but they're just songs that are motivational or upbeat. No curse words, no non-manifested. It's kind of like songs about manifestation, that type thing, or empowering songs. Nothing outside of the gospel list and his power list. And so, maybe about midway through that time, I realized exactly what it is that I wanted, exactly why. Not only what it is that I wanted, but I realized exactly what it is that they were preparing me for and why my vibrations needed to be high in order to get what I want. And so once that came into view for me, I was just like, yeah, like I can do this. Like I built my confidence up. I built my mind up to obtain a particular thing, to reach a particular goal. And I was psyched about it. And then it was like, as I felt, my vibration super high, my confidence level is up, like I'm feeling all invincible. All these great things started happening to me and things that I wasn't looking for. One of my biggest focus prior to making this goal was my health. So if you've been following my channel, then you know I got certain health issues. And one of my biggest things was trying to avoid surgery. And I kept focusing on the fact that I don't need surgery, that I can heal my body with what I put in it. I can heal my body with good energy, with high vibrations, with proper diet and exercise. And that's what I was focusing on. And I got the best news that there's nothing left to operate on. And I was just like, yo, like you can't touch me right now. Like absolutely psyched, right? And the 42 days in, and I couldn't stop playing this gospel music. I couldn't stop playing everything that was, I felt like helping me manifest or helping me get closer and closer to my goal, right? And I go, I apply, and I get denied. And at first it stunned me. And my vibrations are still super high at this time. So I'm just like, everything's working out for my highest good. I'm not even worried about it. Everything is just working out for me. It's because something greater is coming. And I think that was like a Tuesday. And by Friday, I was fucked up. And by Friday, I ended up crying about something else that was stupid and just so minor. But I couldn't stop crying, and I realized like I'm just upset about the fact that I got denied, that this did not work out. And I kept asking myself like, oh my God, is it me? Like, and that's kind of one of the worst questions you want to ask yourself when you come from a less than, that's not the wait. I'm trying to think of the word in English. When you come from a less than desirable background, sometimes asking yourself, is it me, is a terrible question to ask. And for me, it was, venomous. Like it really took me on a downward spiral and I really lost control. It was like triggering for me to get told no, for me to not accomplish my goal, for me to, and it wasn't even a no, like no solid no, it was a no, not right now. And it's funny because my first words were, it's all right, everything's working out for my highest good. But you know, my heart felt the exact opposite. And I went on this downward spiral. I've been on this downward spiral, and instead of good things coming to me because my vibrations are high, it's like they're lowering and lowering and lowering, and bad things happen to me. And like I said before, that part of the way that I got rid of this disease was, or at least to the point that I don't need surgery, was by diet and exercise. And part of that has been cutting out a lot of foods that don't really agree with the body that I am in now. There's certain things that I've eaten all my life that I can't eat anymore, and that cause me so much inflammation and pain. One of them being gluten, another being alcohol. And the first thing I wanted to do was just eat chocolate cake, regular chocolate cake, not gluten-free, and that's what I did. And I drank alcohol, and I don't mean wine, which is gluten-free. I went and got like tequila. I love tequila, okay? And I love vodka too. And I didn't even get the gluten-free vodka. I got the vodka, you know, Smirnoff, Sky Vodka, something like that. Whatever. Shit that I ain't had no business drinking. And I was in so much pain from doing that. I'm apologizing to my body right now. It hurts to say that I did that to myself, because in my mind I was triggered and needed to let myself express in old ways. And instead of, you know, creating new habits, it's like all of that stopped. All of a sudden, my 3 miles that I bike in the morning was too much. I couldn't get through 2 miles. Then all of a sudden I couldn't get up the bed to even do 1 mile. I stopped going to the gym in the evenings because I actually was doing both. I stopped doing both of those. Then it's like I'm eating the wrong foods. Then I don't want to get up to do anything. I'm in the bed, just laying in the bed. I feel like I don't want to bathe. I feel like I don't want to eat anything. Either I want to eat everything or I don't want to eat anything at all. And then when I eat, I'm eating the wrong things. And my body was just so unhappy with me. I was in a lot of pain and aware that I'm causing this pain to myself, at the same time not able to stop causing myself pain. Sounds ridiculous, right? But it was me being the old me falling back on old habits, right? And it's not okay. I'm saying this video because I feel like I'm not the only person that's doing this. And that's why they like push, like, do the video. Because certain things about myself, like I'm a Virgo rising, I am such a perfectionist about stuff, and I don't like to appear like I'm not in control. And I absolutely, not to say I like to think that I'm perfect. Virgos do, but I know that I'm not. It's just a certain image I think that I like to project as well. And to not be in control, like to not achieve that goal, makes me feel like I'm not in control. It makes me feel very out of control. Another thing is, like, I really love bachata music. That's one of my favorite musics ever. However, it is depressing as fuck. It's beautiful, but it's depressing. It's like the Spanish version of the blues. The lyrics are quite sad. And I couldn't stop listening to it, even though I kept telling myself, no, change it. Like, put on a gospel song. Put on something that's going to let you know it's going to be okay tomorrow. And I just couldn't. All I could keep singing was, Medicina. Like, I'm just walking around singing all these bachata songs out the bottom of my soul. Like, I was hurting. I'm not even going to get into it. I was hurting over something egotistical. At the end of the day, like, it's egotistical when you get told no, and you know you don't get your way. You don't, when things don't go as planned. But the last straw for me was right now. On my other hand, you can't really see it because it's nighttime and it's dark. But I was cooking and I was trying to get something out of a can, scoop it out with a spoon, and the whole can like sliced into my finger real deep. So I had to get stitches. And I was like, okay, like when I came back, first of all, that hurt. It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was gonna hurt, but it still hurt. And when I came back from the hospital, I was like, yo, this is some low vibrational shit. Like, I can't be doing this. I can't be on this downward spiral, not getting out of bed, not eating properly, not exercising, and just letting shit fall to pieces. I can't do this anymore. And I'm saying this for whoever it is, whoever this message is for. We can't do that. We can't afford to do that right now. You have to get back on the horse. You have to try again. You have to keep going. You have to lift your vibrations back up. We have to. And it's interesting because when I did that video, last week or a few days ago, and I said that your gifts aren't about you, I realized that I'm being so selfish and not recording videos that people are asking me for, or videos that I get the inkling or the urge or sort of like a spiritual push to do, because I don't feel good, or I don't feel like it, or I don't feel like I look my best and things like that. Like, it's really not about me. And I'm ready to push past that. And so my next series of videos that I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about when I get depressed like I am right now, not feeling on top of the world, how I lift myself back up. And it might end up, I think I can do at least 2 or 3 on what I do to get out of it. So stay tuned for those. It's not coming tonight because I'm about to go to bed early so that I allow my body to get back in the healing process. A lot of the healing process is good sleep. So do that as well. That's number 1, is to get good quality sleep. And yeah, I'm gonna go through those steps. So y'all stay tuned and stay encouraged. Good night.